This video will look at the dashboard and some reports on the Yatis web application. The link to the web application is given below. This account has fuel and GPS. In case you have an account without fuel, you will see only the GPS components. I'm going to log in first. After entering the username and password, you will see a dashboard. This dashboard is called a live dashboard. It gives the current status of the vehicle. It tells you if the vehicle is moving or plugged, is it moving, if it's plugged out, if its ignition is on, if it's disabled, and the current address. We can see that there are two vehicles in this fleet where one vehicle is stopped and the other vehicle is moving. These squares also act as filters. When I click them, when I click the stopped filter, I can see only the stopped vehicles. When I click to get more details of the vehicle, click the vehicle name. A model opens up. You can see the details of the current state of the vehicle and see them on a map. The distance tab shows the distance traveled by the vehicle. It shows the distance traveled today, the distance traveled in the last 7 days, and it shows the distance traveled on each of those days separately. On the fuel tab, you can see the amount of fuel in this vehicle. This vehicle is fitted with a sensor in the fuel tank that measures the amount of fuel in it. And right now it's got 285 liters in a total of 305 liters. It has consumed 8.6. You can see how much fuel was consumed today, how much distance was traveled today, what was the start level today, and as you can see, there's no refueling nor was it theft. This is the estimated mileage today. This tab is called the Vehicle Device tab. Here you can see some details of the vehicle and the device that is installed. This vehicle is the track page. On the track page, you can see where the vehicle has been, and you can do a replay of it. You can, in case there are alarms, you can also put it here, and you can see if there are any alarms. And if you click the replay page, you can see at what time where the vehicle was. You can scroll up and down and see where the vehicle has been. It also gives a timeline of the vehicle, telling us where it was parked, how it was driven, etc. It gives entire details of what happened today on this vehicle. If you want to change the time period, you can change the time period and see what happens also. So I can change the time period to yesterday. And get a report. So yesterday the vehicle seems to have not moved anywhere. We will now look at another dashboard called the map dashboard. The map dashboard shows the same vehicles on a map. If you want, you can search for the vehicle over here. So you can see, I just can see one vehicle. I can hover on it and see where that vehicle is. On clicking this icon, I can get the same model as we saw before, that shows where the vehicle is with all the same features as we discussed before. The summary dashboard gives an activity overview of the fleet level. You can see the distance traveled, the fuel consumed, idling time, etc. It can be viewed for different time periods like yesterday, for a week, or for the month. It also shows the alarms that were detected from the vehicle, the current status of the vehicles, and the distance traveled by the two vehicles also. Please note, if you don't have the fuel sensors, the fuel components of the dashboard will not be seen. You will have access to only parameters like distance traveled and time traveled. Thank you.